Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel really short. Let me do that, maybe it won't fall over. Anyway, good evening everyone. Today is the day that you're seeing this, weirdly enough. I know, unheard of, but I thought I would give you guys a little life update, I guess. Nothing really new to add, let's be honest. In my country, I was trying to say, we are in a second lockdown. I have to admit, it doesn't seem like people are acting like it's a lockdown. All that I can see that has changed is that shops are closed and restaurants are closed, but outside and like the traffic and everything is as busy as ever. It's not like lockdown 1 at all, where when you went out there were like no cars on the road, there were no people outside. It's much more lax, which I'm not too sure if it's working or not. To be honest with you, I have not been keeping up with it, which is kind of bad, I guess, because it's still kind of important. I haven't, because I just kind of got bored of keeping up with it. Like, every now and again I will, Google the data, see how England or the United Kingdom is doing. Obviously, when there's press conferences, I sometimes listen in on them, depending if it is Boris Johnson doing it or not. It's actually quite scary because I now know a few people who are currently going through having COVID right now. They've tested positive, and that's quite scary. They're okay. They haven't been admitted to hospital or anything, but they just got like the symptoms, and they're having to isolate at home and all that fun, well, not fun or stuff, but so I'm still currently working. They have extended the furlough thing, which was originally meant to end at the end of October. They've extended it until March, I think. So that's a good thing, I guess, if companies are still struggling. Yeah, so this month I decided that because it's a lockdown, I would not go to work. So I have been staying at home the last couple of weeks. I nearly said months then, which is technically true. It's weird, isn't it, guys? Like, I have barely left my flat since March. Me being kind of like the introvert I am, I'm kind of okay with that. I kind of like never having to leave my flat ever, which is kind of crazy. I should actually show you guys my hair growth. So, I have not had my hair cut in 13 months, and look at how far the blonde's gone down now. So I last had my hair cut in, I believe it's October 2019, and that blonde was up near the roots, and now it's way down the ends. It doesn't even, like, it used to be peeking out of my ponytail, but now it's like officially through my ponytail, which is nuts. I've had Millie, my little cat, for May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 6 months, nearly 6 months, maybe 5.5 months currently. Yeah. Oh, speak of the devil, she'll arrive. I think she heard me say her name. Yeah, so that's been interesting. I'm still getting used to owning her. She still has a thing for trying to bite me, and she is also obsessed with ripping up my carpet. I haven't quite figured out how to stop her doing that yet. If any of you guys have any ideas how to stop her, like, I've got her scratching posts and she just ignores them. I've taken up to like chasing after her when I see her doing it, and it still isn't doing much, to be honest with you. The thing to do with lockdown, I guess, is that I'm part of my parents' social bubble. So actually in about an hour I am driving over to my parents and having dinner with them, because I can. I'm part of the bubble. We linked up pretty early on. So I'm doing that. That's one thing that they didn't have in lockdown 1. They didn't have social bubbles, so there could have been a possibility that I would not have seen anyone at all this month, but we are seeing each other, which is awesome. I have to also admit, guys, this is the first time I've worn makeup in a while. I've been getting really lazy. I thought I would make an effort for once. It feels really weird wearing makeup though. I keep forgetting and then looking in the mirror and being like, oh. I have been obsessing with baking as well. I made, I don't really know what they're called, but it's like crunchy bars, and the chocolate bars that are called crunchies. Sauced peanuts, and then a mix of milk chocolate and dark chocolate, golden syrup, butter, all melted together. I then, with the melted mixture, put the crunchy bars in, smushed, so I smash them up. I actually put them inside a mixer this time around. And then I also put the peanut butter in them, and it makes this nice stuff. Usually I put them in cupcake cases, which I don't have any of them, so I just put them as a bar and I just kind of snap it off and eat as I please. I also baked some bread today. Another thing I have got into quite recently is, you guys may or may not know that I am a huge One Direction fan, and Mr. Harry Styles wore a knitted cardigan, and it was so popular that the creators created a pattern for it because it was a one-of-kind design, and I have been making that. That has been quite fun to do. It's been my first proper like knitting thing. Actually, no, it's a lie. I have also started knitting a blanket, which is going to take a while because I've demonstrated how big it's going to be, and I've made the squares quite small, so that's going to be a challenge and a half. But I've got like, I think 7 squares done of the blanket. I've done 1 row of the cardigan. I have started on the second one last night, and I've actually, for the first time ever, knitted with 2 different colours, and it worked out really well, so I'm quite pleased with that. Actually, I'll show you guys. I will show you guys. If you hold tight for a second. Ooh. Here it is. I'm making this, and it's turned out so well. That's the wrong side, obviously, and this is the right side. I was really scared when I was making it that it was not going to work, because you can't tell for the first like rows, and then once you get further and further down, you can see it is turning into something great. So yeah, really having some fun right there. What else have I been doing? Oh, I'm a Celebrity is now back. I am rooting for Giovanna Fletcher. If you guys also don't know anything about me, you should know that I am like a huge fan of McFly. Have been since their beginning in 2004, 2003, around that time. And really excitingly, their first album in 10 years released quite recently, and I've been playing that non-stop on my vinyl because I had their vinyl sent to me on the release day, and it's so good. Anyway, they released a like Netflix sort of site, so it's like basically Netflix but for McFly stuff, and it's a site full of videos, behind the scenes, live streams, all McFly, total access, and I'm obsessed. Anyway, Giovanna Fletcher is Tom's wife, if you don't know. She's also like got a best-selling podcast. She's got a CBeebies show. She's an author, a best-selling author. So yeah, she's doing quite well on her own. A lot of people are thinking that she's nothing but a mum, but no, there's a lot more to her. She's brilliant. Anyway, I want her to win because I have been obsessed. Also, Dougie, who was in McFly, was the king of I'm a Celebrity a few years back, so you know, gotta keep it in the team, hey. What else can I update you guys on? Nothing much. I'm still trying to get a swing of learning guitar. It's still a what's the word? I forgot what the word is called. It's still a practice makes perfect. No, that's not what I was trying to say. I've forgotten what I was going to try and say. Also, I have bought myself a brand new car. I could have used that money to buy myself a new laptop so I could actually edit videos and do stuff. But instead, I ended up buying a new car. It's a hybrid. It's exactly the same car I had before, just a newer version. But it's got nicer stuff in it and more up-to-date stuff in it, and it's a hybrid. And let's be honest, I got it the day before lockdown began, so I've not really had a chance to properly use it. So whenever I can, like every weekend, I have been going to my parents just so I can use my car. I'm slowly getting used to it. There's actually an app that comes with the car. Well, actually no, the brand itself has an app, and it basically scores you on how well you're using your car. And I failed apparently at accelerating and braking. So there we go. So what is the date today? It's the 22nd of November. I went for a walk earlier. Actually, let's be honest, I got in from my walk and came in, made myself a cup of tea, sat down and started making this video. There's a lot of houses out there who have already set up for Christmas. I actually noticed this last weekend because I live in a block of flats, and across the road is another wall of flats all the way down the road. There's probably like 6, 12, 18, 24 flats across that road, and in those 24 flats, I think there's probably around about half of them have already decorated for Christmas. You can see the Christmas tree is up, and when I came home from my walk, a lot of the main houses coming into where I live have also decorated for Christmas, and I'm like, what am I missing here? Just because it's a weird year does not mean Christmas is coming early. Like, I think people are just really wanting this year to be over, so they're getting ready for Christmas super early. One thing I don't know about this year is where I'm going to put my Christmas tree, because I usually put it in the corner over there, but now there's something in there that I can't move, so I'm not too sure if I'm even going to bother putting my Christmas tree up yet this year, because I have a feeling Millie Pants, you can't even see her, but she's like right there. I don't know if that's her tail. No, you can't even see her. She's like right there, off the screen, literally just there. She will probably try and break it, knowing her. But I also don't know where to put it. I mean, the only place I've got space is my spare room, because I literally just yesterday tidied it up. I got Millie a new litter box, and for weeks I have been transitioning her. Well, about 2 weeks I think. I've been just transitioning her, and she's been making a lot of mess. Yesterday, with her old litter box, she decided to tip it upside down, and she got poo and the litter all over my spare room, so I had to do a massive clean up there, so that was super fun. Work at the moment has been really stressful. I have been put onto a project which has been half completed, and I'm picking up the last little bits, and I'm going to be honest, I am completely lost with what I'm trying to be doing, because it's always the way, like, they expect you just to be able to look at the thing and see what you need to do, but I'm looking at it and I'm not someone who's able to do that. I feel like I need to see a whole plan of what it was like and how it works. They're expecting me to know exactly how the programs and the campaigns are going to work, and I'm sitting here like I'm lost. I have literally no idea what I'm doing. So that's been a tough task. I think tomorrow I'm in a meeting for 2 hours to try and sort the end of the stuff up with the people from Salesforce. Hey Millie, no scratching, baby. Wait. Anyway, yeah. Also, we had a fun little thing with my shower. So I think maybe a year ago I replaced my tap in my bath with a new one. Because the old one was too stiff and I couldn't turn the knobs. So we kept the old shower hose and the old shower head. Recently we replaced the old shower head, and then the same day that we replaced the old shower head, I don't know if it was just me unscrewing it or what, but there was like a leak coming from the shower hose, so we went and bought a new shower hose, and then the shower hose was too big to fit, so my dad ended up having to go and find a replacement like shower head holder thing, little thing that goes in the shower so that holds the head up. So it was so inconvenient, I guess. Other things in my life, I am thinking of updating my kitchen and adding some tiling all the way around and replacing the crappy tiling that's already on above the sink area, which I dislike. And I'm also thinking of putting more pictures up in my flat. So at the moment I've just got like artsy ones. So in my living area there's all pictures of New York, and then in my kitchen there's a Coca-Cola sign which we got in California. I think I got it for my 18th when I was in California. It's one of those like old school style, like 1950s Coca-Cola advert sort of signs. And then in my spare room I have got some giraffes on the wall, and that's all the pictures I've got in my flat. So I kind of want to put some prints up, so I'm going to probably order some prints to put in my bedroom. And then my hallway, I'm actually thinking of making like a collage wall of old photos of my family. So that's going to be like, I don't know, just old photos. We don't really take current photos, but yeah, I think I want to do that. So that's going to be a little project I want to do at some point, but I need to find pictures first. And my mum and dad have got all the photo albums, which I'm kind of hoping in the future I get hold of all the photo albums because I love looking through them. Anyway, I have now rambled on for 20 minutes, so I'm gonna let you guys go, I think. I hope you guys enjoyed my little update. I don't really know what I've talked about. I've just sort of rambled for the last 20 minutes. I am well, I'm fine. I just thought I would pop on and say hi. I hope you guys haven't forgotten about me. I still don't know when I'm going to be uploading more regularly. I still don't have a computer that I can use yet. So until then, I'm afraid these might be a little bit sporadic. I will catch you guys soon. Bye guys.